Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look through light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Toronto Mounties. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Down carry by Jones. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones taking it in from a yard out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And now it's blocked. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit, Detroit. Gun, 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 gun.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of football.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Flex round, flex round.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion. But you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will make our score 9-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Leopard, leopard. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Jackson, and connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, Jackson. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Gun! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets This football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39.
They go play action now. Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Flex round.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he will take it in for the touchdown. O.J. Howard from 10 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He will find Davis on the left side complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Gone!
Jackson from the shotgun. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Watch it now, Barney! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Smith. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game and take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He'll get it up the middle, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
All right, now, look at 56.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. we go now with Smith. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Ito Smith taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun, 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 gun.
From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now they try the right side here. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards. On the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Jackson on second down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's caught by Davis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky.
To throw again is Jackson, rolling to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up the block.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Ito Smith, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They go play action here on first down. Out to the left there, complete to Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Here we go. What?
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Flex round. Flex round.
The give is to Jones. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Flex round. Flex round.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A give to Jones. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Welcome back to Toronto. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, here's Smith. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yard.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This one taken from the 7th. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll drop to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They'll pitch it out to Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And his kick is indeed good. And they have regained the lead. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the home team here, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will...
I woke up and I'm feeling like a